Hello and welcome back to another episode of Mashinky. Today we are continuing work here on our train routes. Last episode we went ahead and hooked up everything to, I believe, the tool works. So we are starting to get planks, which is a very important first step. At this point we are making a decent amount of money with our new train lines, carrying passengers to some new towns, but we need to expand so that we can start getting coal tokens. And a coal mine is something that we need to get into our network here. And looking at it, I'm trying to decide on where we want to take coal from. I mean, in terms of just the shortest route possible, this is just like, I could just have like a string of trains just constantly take coal here. However, that's kind of lame in my opinion. I don't enjoy doing that kind of stuff. So, I wouldn't mind taking it from a farther location, like out to here, and then just rejoining the main line and having it go up. That way it just looks a little bit overall more clean. A little bit of a problem on how to get there. There's also some logs we could have potentially picked up, and also there's Nottingham down here as well. If that's not the option, the only other option really would be right here, which is possible. Wycombe is, we could get a simple kind of bridge system hooked up right here and get that set up. So, I think that's what we're probably gonna do. That way we don't have to lay down a whole bunch of new track to get farther away. I think right now we'll keep everything kind of centralized, and then when the next age gets unlocked, we'll go for the farther away stuff, right? Because they might actually be more located out there, the ironworks and things that get unlocked later on. So let's go ahead and make a spot for our station. I wouldn't mind getting 2 stations in here. So that's what I'm going to be trying for. Whether it's successful or not is going to be up in the air a little bit here. So let's go ahead and get some stations. 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go for 4 in length. And then we'll come down here. We will merge it kind of this way. Like that. Back to a single lane before we drop down again, right? Because you can't really do turns and things on slopes. It's kind of a major issue for us a bit lately. Alright, now I guess we can just simply do something like that, right? And then just kind of cut it around. So we'll just do that. See how that looks. If need be, I could kind of mess with the train here a little bit. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better. And then here we can, I guess we'll just merge it more right off. I think that's okay. And then this will create our little loop as we progress down into this direction. And now we just have to think of how to connect this up to the main line. Now we can't do a diagonal bridge. A little bit of a shame, to be honest. I think that would be pretty nice looking. And bridges get a little long when you start introducing these angles over each other, but I think it'll be okay to do so. Let's go ahead and raise up the terrain. So you want it up to, actually, let's go down and actually start on this side so we know kind of where it's coming out from, right? And then over here is the entrance to this bridge, just like that. All right, and I think the wooden one actually requires a bit of a taller run-up, just because it has a little bit more supports involved, which is fine. More supports isn't bad. And here you can see we're running into the main issue, and the main issue is the fact that the slope is not going to be able to connect up here. So we're going to have to kind of turn this and turn this. In fact, we could just straighten that out. That's no problem right there. That's really easy actually to make that come down here and leave. This, on the other hand, we had to try and merge up into this track area, which is pretty complicated. We'll see how well it's worth it doing. You just kind of never know at this point. But if we can get it just straightened out and then over like that, we might be able to. Yes, we can. Okay, so we can actually get it curved up in there. It's a little tight, but we managed to get it done. So that's good. All right, in terms of bridges, let's go ahead and select our bridge tool. We'll just go delete actually these little signals because they're too tall and they kind of interfere with the bridge, sadly. So we'll just stick with wooden bridges. I just like the look of them a little bit more than stone. And look at that. Let's just test. I want to see what it kind of looks like. I don't know why this is so bumpy right through there. But I want to see how close these come to this train over here. So as this train comes through, we'll see, make sure the smoke stack and everything clears. Super important. It's a good arch on it. Oh yeah, that's fine. And we'll just go ahead and connect these up. All right. So, so now we got to think about how to get this all the way around, right? So we'll come down like this. This is the exit point. So the exit point for here to come around and loop, right? So it really needs to go out pretty far, doesn't it? I don't know if I can flatten out into the water. Looks like we can. That's fine. I'll try and keep the jagged shoreline a little bit as much as possible. There we go. And then this is the entry point from here, right? So we'll have it kind of snake around this way. Like that. And this can simply just re-merge there. So exit going this way, entry from the northbound lane, and now we need entry from the southbound lane, which is easy enough. I'm pretty sure we can just run it up through here. Bit of a problem is how these things merged. So we won't be able to use both stations if that's the case. However, what I can do, could just go ahead and make it look a little ugly, because there's no way for me to really wrap this around. I mean, like, besides doing that, like, that's kind of the most space efficient way to do that. So we have that, and then over here will be the exit point, right? To go this way. That's what are you guys freaking out for? See, this is the problem. Like, I keep getting, like, this guy can't go because this train here is blocking the intersection, it looks like. And you can just ignore the next signal. I think that'll make him go around. This will clear that intersection and we can move forward. There's a lot of kind of signal maintenance that we're going to have to do in the long term, which is perfectly fine. You know, it's kind of always happening in these type of games. really can't get this to curve around very well, can I? I mean, look at that. That's not efficient at all. No, in fact, that's pretty bad, isn't it? Okay. I wonder though if I can. Let's do something interesting. Let's do that. And then see if we can do something like that. Get this up here. Yeah, you can see there's some rock there. That's a little bit of a problem, but we might be able to bridge it. Which will be kind of interesting. Bridging it might be the only option. So do that and that. You can then grab a tunnel. Can't build underwater. Why is it trying to go underwater is my question. Tell you what, I think this ended up being a little bit of a bust, so we're gonna have to rethink some things here. That's fine, this is normal. I enjoy kind of the testing anyways. Hopefully it helps you guys out because I don't know what I'm doing half the time. And, okay, so. Let's go ahead and flatten this back out. Sure, we'll lose some gold, but whatever. Alright, now I need to decide on how to get this bridge crossing more lined up to allow for some turns. So what I think I'll do is actually set them up first and then build the bridge afterwards. I feel like that is fair, so this will be the center point. I mean, we could also have a single lane bridge. In theory as well, so like you can see this exit entrance. So like that will actually bring the exit point over here. Yeah, exit, entrance, and we'll have to bring these 2 points together. That way they can be side by side. And then this needs to spiral this way. I mean, in theory, you could also do a double, right? So you can get the exit and the entrance to kind of go around each other, but I think that's more like a trumpet, right? So you can see they kind of share that point. This one I'm gonna do a little bit more of a clover leaf style interchange here. Alright, let's raise up the terrain again. That's a problem. That's fine, nothing's really permanent just yet. Alright, so there is 3. Looks good. We got the height. And there is 3 again. So this is getting pretty close to the waterway, and that's gonna be a different kind of challenge. It looks like we're getting some new options and things, but I'm not really worried about that right now. Alright, so we'll temporarily get rid of that. And we'll build this bridge back up there. Very expensive. And then we'll do it again. Actually, I'm taking a look. That costs $0. And I don't know why. Oh well. I'm not gonna sit here and worry about it, I don't think. Okay. That's pretty nice, yes. So something like that, and then this, they can just kind of straighten out so we can use this last bend here. And you can see there's a lot of problems with the shoreline, but nothing we can't kind of expand out into a little bit. Now the left side, it's a little bit more expensive probably. In fact, it kind of took all of our money, but that's normal at this point, right? Alright, let's speed up time. Again, to times 4. And you know what? We'll go ahead and drop in 100 logs or planks for early steam age. You guys wanted me to progress a little bit more to get different trains. And, you know, different trains means they can carry the weight a little bit more. They can go a little bit quicker than their predecessors, so we might as well do that. There we go, made a little bit of money, not a whole lot. How many passengers are waiting? Really, we could do with like probably double the trains. Really, this is the only town that doesn't get that many people going to it. Everything else has about 1,000 passengers waiting. Well, Bolton only has 13 population. It's basically non-existent. What is this, a GS2? That looks pretty neat. Hey, what's the hold up there, guys? Huh? Get on through there. Then ignore. And then ignore because, you know, it'll be fine. No crashes has ever happened by ignoring signals, I don't think. Alright, things are getting turned around again. I don't know why we're not making near as much money. I wonder if it's just the train route is that long. I mean, look, these guys are only holding 2 passengers. This one has 32, so we'll make a decent amount from that, right? Curious. Why is that preventing? I wonder if he's kind of triggering his own sensor there. Very intriguing. Should in theory be fixed temporarily. There we go. Picked up some more people. So we'll have about, you know, 3-4 train loads of good solid income coming in. Now allow us to at least finish this loop. Going that way. Which needs to hook up over yonder. Actually, no, it needs to hook up the other direction. Because they need to leave. Yeah, just like that. And then this one's coming in from this lane, so they'll have to loop back that way. Now, we could just make them loop around. In fact, that's probably the more cost-effective way, taking a look at the terrain that's nearby. So we will do that, I think. I don't really want to, but it kind of makes the most sense for us at this moment. So we'll kind of do that. And just simply wrap it around like that. It's ugly. It's a little ugly, but you know what? It works. It will work. Let's go ahead and add our signals. Again, the game being in early access, the signals are kind of working. I will say they sometimes don't work, but they definitely do an okay job. Okay, let's plop that down, plop that down. That one, that one, that one. 2 trains have crashed, train 2 and train 1. I don't know what you guys were doing, but you killed 64 people. 64 passengers dead. Just like that. Interesting. We'll have to address that issue as well. It's another area where we need to think about the turning lanes and stuff. And with this junction into Station 1, I'm starting to think that we could do just a simple under pin and make the main track the bridge. That might look cool. That way we're not always doing these overpasses from the station itself. Alright, okay, we can start getting coal into the new station, I think. Once we finish hooking up signals. I'm kind of blinking. What I am supposed to be doing. It's like Uthris never plays video games. Okay, and pop. Set this all up for one way. Then I think that will suffice for now. Alright, let's go to our depot. We'll buy an engine. We're gonna buy, actually, scratch that. We're gonna sell you. There we go. And we're gonna use a Baldwin. Kind of a new train, right? So we'll get something to haul coal. We'll just use this kind of larger trailer, right? And then we are going to go ahead and give this thing some orders. It's going to go pick up coal, and then it's going to go simply take it over to the workshop to be processed into some tokens. And we can start that up. Now I'm also going to go ahead over to the coal mine and get an extension pretty much immediately for some increased coal production. Actually no, let's get a second train first, and then we'll see if we have to upgrade it. So another Baldwin, and then yeah, pretty much the same route right there. We're gonna let the other one space out a bit. Okay, so it's leaving, and wait for it to go all the way through. I'll probably wait for it to get about to there before we release this new mighty engine. And then we'll take it for a ride and actually ride the new route. Alright, and here we are. It's got a little bit more of a chirpy kind of whistle on it. Sounds pretty good though. And you can go back, check out the other wagons. These are coal wagons. So they have like a little box here that you can stand in, kind of take shelter. Can't really see the cargo though. Kind of interesting. You know what? I enjoy writing about central in the cab, to the left side or so. It's kind of my favorite viewpoint. And I think we'll actually be able to ride through the trumpet that we made last episode. So that'll be kind of nice. Here is the new bridge that we just constructed, I believe, that leads up to that coal plant right there. So we'll be pulling off over towards the ocean in just a moment as we progress along. It's a very nice perspective to have in these type of games. It's definitely experiencing it from inside here. Let's look out the window. Let's go and whistle a little bit. Alright, and we should have pulled off there. Where are we going? Where are we going? Did I tell this thing to go to the wrong place? I did. Why is it doing that? I don't know. But that's okay. At least it's going somewhere. Let's see. We are making some coal tokens now, though. You know, let's ride this one. This one's actually going to the right spot. So we'll ride it from the workshop over to get the coal, and then we'll be done, I think, at that point. Trip. So this one can go 90 miles an hour. It has 450 horsepower. Its overall weight right now is 108 tons. So we'll see if it can actually get to top speed. Be a little interesting. I know it's a little bit of a freight train, so it's going to be a bit slower going. We'll sit inside. Toot at the other train going by. Howdy. I have failed deforestation. That's fine. That's fine. I didn't need their money. I'm a strong, independent entrepreneur. Okay, and over here. Oh, there is a freight train carrying lumber. We should be going by the trumpet now. Go on the right side. It looks so cool. And this is a coal-fired train, apparently. Good to know. We could get another one of these. We could just slowly upgrade our fleet to this, but I'm thinking, you know, just go ahead and hold off on that. And then in the next tier of vehicle, we'll just do a full replace. I think that'll be okay. So he's pulling in. There's our new bridge. Over on here on this side, make sure there's no traffic. Of course there's not, because there's only 2 trains, and it's behind us right now. Looking so good. Get out the window a little bit. Oh, we're here. Welcome to the coal mines. Alright. So coal is acquired. We're making that. So that means next episode we'll replace our fleet. We'll continue working on upgrading a lot of these rail lines and getting them situated so that they can handle heavier and more dense traffic. And then when we go into the new age, we will upgrade our fleet of passenger trains, which will basically allow for some more money. You know, get some longer trains on the route rather than having so many smaller trains, because that kind of drains your income. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the episode, feel free to subscribe. Go ahead and check out Mashinky on Steam. Hit that like button. Leave a comment down below, and I will see you all in the next video.